What's going on, Geekdom? This is Chipmunk. Wants to do my quick review over The Long Walk. I'm gonna not try to make this that long. I'm gonna try my best. I recently just watched it. It was a very interesting movie. Yeah, so I'm gonna talk about what the movie was about, and then talk about the reviews and stuff, and then give my opinion on it. Synopsis of it is a group of teenage boys compete in an annual contest known as the Long Walk, where they must maintain a certain walk speed or get shot. I think the walk speed was like below 3.0 or something like that. 0.03. I can't remember what the actual points was. I want to say 3.0 speed. If they fall below that, then they get like warnings. You get a first warning, then you get a second warning, then third warning, then you get a ticket. You get a ticket. That's what they say. You get a ticket. If you walk off the path, you get an automatic ticket. You automatically are marked. Yeah, you walk until can't walk at all, which I think is interesting and weird. They had a finish line, or the reason why I say it's weird because they said that people would be there near the finish line. And I was like, well, if there's no stopping, why would there be a finish line? If you can't stop, you have to walk until you're the last person. So to me, that didn't make much sense. But I guess. But yeah, they had to continuously walk. It's one boy from each state, so it's 50 young men. But they only said 49. They only had number 49. They didn't say a 50. So I don't know if one of the people didn't make it to the long walk. And then it's something that they volunteer for, and if they win, they get a lot of money and they get a wish. Yeah, I couldn't tell. So one of the things I was wanting to talk about because I was like I didn't know, and I had to just look this up. The year is very odd. I'm guessing this is in a whole different universe, as far as just it goes. Um, the movie was written by Stephen King. He started writing it in the late '60s. It was published in the 1970s. So yeah, don't know exactly what was going on with the time of the movie, but we know it's set in a different reality. I want to say because society has been taken over by a weird regime. So I don't know. It definitely had a weird way about it, but it was after a war they came up with the Long Walk deal. So this could have been after like the Vietnam War, I'm guessing, and we lost. I don't know exactly. We just failed, and the country just took a big nosedive because it said after the war that's when all this stuff happened, um, the Long Walk and everything. So it definitely could have been the case. Uh, so I just don't know. Definitely don't know. But yeah, it definitely was a whole thing of trying to keep America up and people's spirits high and type of deal that this walk is supposed to bring. Critics gave it a very nice grade as far as ratings and stuff goes. I'll say Rotten Tomatoes gave it, for critics side, they gave it a 90, and the audience has it at an 86. I'll probably go with 90. I'll probably go with like 93, 94 for me. But I can definitely see 90. So I'm closer with the critics when it comes to the score. It was very, very good. I enjoyed it a lot. It's way more emotional than I thought. I didn't think I would get that emotional off of this. But for a movie where people just walk in, they did a good job with it. Because they tell the story mostly through dialogue. Everything is like, as far as the stuff goes that you find out about this world and stuff that they're in, is all in dialogue. Um, while they're continuously walking, there's a lot of sad moments, and it is very, very graphic of a big movie. I appreciate the graphicness of it because I think it hits harder. The more graphic it is, because I think that's what really drives people's emotions. I know that with everything that's going on in the world, uh, it's yeah, it's definitely sad. Like seeing this stuff happening, witnessing stuff like that is definitely hard to witness. But I think as far as just seeing it in the story and everything, I think it purposely just drives people's emotions and stuff when it comes to what is happening. I feel like there's a lot of just undertone theming to this that um, is very difficult for, I think, a lot of people who are not really in tune to paying attention or caring about society and how um, a system treats people. I definitely think this is a bash at our system or a system when it comes to governing of people and stuff like that. Um, so I think it's just like a lot of underlying, just, you know, deep story to this. And part of the story was um, Raymond, Raymond Garrett. He's a lead character in this. Peter is his buddy during the walk. We get to know Peter as well. He's part of the Musketeers, which Arthur and Hank were part of the Musketeers. Um, but yeah, it's very. I think what the way that they just played it off definitely played it off into a way that you have to really just really feel when it comes to how the system treats those who have less. All these young men are from different parts of the United States. They didn't know each other. They don't know each other. They don't. But they find different things in common. They find bond. You find bonds and stuff. And we, and I think that's what society should be like. Even though we're all from different places, different spots, different cultures, we all have a lot of stuff in common, and we're all being used. We're used by the system, and I think that's basically what this definitely tries to show when it comes to how we're just governed. Um, in the long walk, I kind of feel like it's life. We all walking life together, and death is definitely following behind us. How we tend to have it in definitely is gonna be in question throughout everyone's life and stuff. And I think it shows different ways of it in ending. Either you can't go no more yourself because you're too tired, you can't reach it up. Some people just gave up. Some people took themselves out. Some people try to take other people out with them. Some of it, sometimes it's accidents. And sometimes you just can't help it. It's unfair. As like one of the kids said, it wasn't fair what happened to him because he wasn't trying to stop. You know, and life drives us crazy. Some of the kids drive went crazy. And I feel like that's just how it is when it comes to people trying to reach the goal of just making it to the top, making it in life, and it's definitely difficult. We have so many dang obstacles in our way, and I feel like it's just the whole. That's kind of like what the story is just trying to tell us. There was the line of even with all the darkness, you just got to try to see a light, and I think that's what America has been getting beat down with a lot. It's a lot of darkness. We're either playing into the darkness or adding more to the darkness. But sometimes with all this darkness that we're seeing on a daily basis, you just got to see the light somewhere to find something to make us happy. That's why it's always good to just look for one thing during the day. Like, we all see these tragedies, all this stuff that keeps happening over and over again that could be prevented, that could be stopped. And we all want to stop it. We want to find some way to stop it. And that's what kind of like Raymond was wanting to do, was just, because he said his wish was to wish for something that would help with ending it. But I don't think that would definitely end it, because it's hard to fight a system. Because even though he was going to go after who was going to go after due to revenge, it wouldn't stop anything. I don't think it would have, because someone's just going to take his place, and that's how just crap works. It's like someone's just going to take the place of the evil that you're just trying to defeat. And all these young men, they didn't want to play this game, but they're I believe they were forced to, even though it didn't say that they all of them did it, put in a ticket to be in this. They they mentioned, it's like, who do y'all know anyone who hasn't put in to be a part of the walk? All of them were quiet. They didn't know anyone who didn't put in to be in the walk. I think it was because they were forced. They were forced to do this. They're forced to be put into the walk. As far as being put in for um, consideration, and that's crazy. That sucks, because you don't have a choice at all into it. You're being forced to do this, even if you don't want to. But in the beginning, the Garrett did say there was a time to back out. So I don't know how that really works once you're chosen. Again, we don't get any information on who, if you were to back out, what happens to you. What happens to you if you do back out? There was 49 people. There was only 49 numbers mentioned, so someone had to be taken out. I like, I don't know who it was or what happened to that other person, but I only remember 49 numbers. It could have been 50 exactly. It definitely could have been 50 exactly, and they just did not state the number 50. It definitely could have. But, but I don't know. I don't know. But it definitely was an interesting story. It definitely was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, yeah, I apologize. I didn't want to make this that long. But yeah, I would say good takeaways from this. It's very, very good storytelling through dialogue. I think that worked a lot. The actors did such a good job with playing the characters that they were given. Um, the friendships, the bond, no matter what they looked like. I like that whole bonding thing. Bad things about it, I felt like, especially with the father, it wasn't enough given to really make me feel a lot on the father. Is just what he was fighting against and what society was pushing onto them. I feel like that needs to be told a lot more into this. It might have been shot as far as just what he was doing, as far as books and stuff goes that he was reading and stuff like that. I wish we had got a little bit more details into some of that stuff of to really understand it a lot more. Uh, um, but some things they were just keeping secret. I understand that as far as just the story and stuff goes. But I wish they would have told a little bit more of what he was battling for and battling against when it comes to pledging to this regime. I don't know, you know, but I wish they would have dived a little bit more deeper into that. But yeah. But other than that, I was like, I don't see any like really bad stuff in this movie. I think everything worked pretty nicely. I think there could have been a little bit more to like the people that were watching them walk. I think it could have been a lot more to it than what it was. they had a lot of just creepy moments when it comes to people just sitting outside, just watching them walk in society. I wish there was a little bit more of that too, just seeing exactly what people were thinking and how people feel regarding this hold the walk thing. Um, if there were people who were protesting, if there was people look for it or against it, I wish you got a little bit more into that. But but it'd been probably too much for the movie itself. But it definitely could have been more people at least watching them when they're walking, because all these people did look evil as hell. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. I actually like the movie a lot. It's something that I would buy. I think it's a good story. Um, I enjoyed it watching it in the theater. It's definitely a wild thriller. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. If you like this video, please like the video. If you like to subscribe to see some more of my reviews and other type of videos, please do. Thank you all so much for jumping on to give me a try. I really do appreciate it. Please do take care of yourselves and others. Peace, geekdom.